3, 2, 1. Welcome aboard, my lovelies. Get in the van. Much love. Trav here. Oh my god, I clicked keep. Well, we're starting things off with uh we're starting things off interesting as I kept a hand that is one of the worst possible hands with the deck, but we're recording, and I guess lesson of the day is just power through. I hope that my clowny antics and mistake on camera can inspire you to be strong and yours to deal with mistakes in your own life. I know there's got to be at least one person who's like, oh my god, I'm watching a pro player and he airballed a free throw and I turned the TV off. It's like, whatever, okay? I misclicked and I want to roll with it. So wherever you're from, wherever you're going, you're definitely in the right place. As we're gonna be chilling, we're playing with this blue-white spirits deck, and maybe we even win this game, right? We just rattle off lands for days. Come on, yeah, okay, great keep, very good keep, very good keep, really, really smart keep, brilliant keep, brilliant keep. Um, yeah, so we're playing with the spirits deck, prepping for Hawaii a little bit, Pro Tour Kaladesh. And this deck's budget, it's cheap, it's good, it's gonna be in standard for the next year. It looks like we're up against Bant humans. Gonna be in standard for the next year, so get ready. Unsubstantiate. It's not the worst draw. It's absurd we didn't draw a land just then, like really total bullshit. Bullshit. Yeah, so my game plan, be in Hawaii for 2 weeks, record some videos from there, which you'll see. Try to set up an extra home base. Good to have a bunch of home bases, my opinion. I'm going to throw down a Nebelgast Herald. And maybe we get Spell Quellered. Maybe we don't. I think that I like our hand for this matchup. Planar Outburst can do a lot to win an otherwise lost game. Should be quite a surprise from game one. Home base in Hawaii is the game plan. I don't know where I'm gonna travel. If am able to figure it out, I'll stay for longer. But I'm just gonna go basically look for a spot potentially that I could come back to. Um, Although I might stay. I like to have options. Like I've got a 2 week ticket, which I could just disregard and stay there. But it's like I like where I am now. It's pretty cool. I like my current life. So basically, I've got a lot of thinking and kind of not an insignificant life change coming up. So how are we going to win this game? I'm already liking, there's a land, I'm liking the idea of trying to come back with Planar Outburst. So many Elder Deep Fiends. If we ever get a Deep Fiend edge, we'll be able to win. So we're gonna need a fifth land here. And I'm going to try to play it defensively. Like, basically, I don't think we'll win unless we Planar Outburst. And I want to maximize the Planar Outburst. Greed ball. Opponent has 7 cards in hand. I'm hoping they miss some land drops. Thalia. I think I'm going to unsubstantiate because... Nah, I'm going to let it resolve out of greed. We'll top deck a plains. If we don't, I can unsubstantiate that. Really, really just obsessively greedy here. We'll draw up plains. Mausoleum Wanderer. We have 8 cards, so I should probably play something. I'm going to unsubstantiate the Thalia and attack with the Herald. What else is going on in my life? So, I like to play games, and I like the magic coaching and the mastermind, and guys are getting results, which is pretty cool. But I'm also liking the life coaching that I'm doing, the lifestyle coaching. I'm seeing seeing some of the people I'm work with get great results, make big changes, do things like go from not working at all to working out every single day. That's major life change, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun, and I want to build that more. That's kind of the direction that I want to go. So keep me in mind for that if you feel like you need another set of eyes and another brain on your situation. And go check out my other YouTube channel, youtube.com/TravisWoo, where I share useful things that I learn. Okay. Pretty awkward. Stuck on lands here. I think we kind of need to go into deep fiend mode to stabilize, try to stabilize. Probably. I'm gonna go ahead and discard. One day we will draw a land. I've got a good feeling about it. Ooh, Dramoka's command right now. So I feel like we should probably throw down Elder Deep Fiend. Alternatively, we could like unsubstantiate that, or we could let it resolve and throw down Bygone Bishop and Mausoleum Wanderer. I'm just gonna get a big body down. Buy some more time until Planar Outburst bails us out. I don't know if Planar Outburst can even bail us out because the opponent's like how many cards are we gonna get from this? I don't know. I don't know. It's also why I like Elder Deep Fiend more than Avacyn here, because 4 is a lot less than 5, as you can see. We don't want to be waiting on the 5th land turn after turn after turn. Forever, forever. 3, 6, 7, 8. Geez, we're about to be dead. If we draw planes, we still have a chance. Um, I think 24 lands is maybe not enough. Also, I maybe should have played like a little bit less greedy and developed more. We're at 1 life, so didn't draw planes. That was kind of bogus. We did get to play a game of Magic, which was cool. Wow, it's gonna be a ways away. Hmm. What do I like here? I like a lot of planar outbursts. Okay, so it wasn't very good. I don't like Stasis Snare as much. So it wasn't that good, but it would have been. We were stuck on lands. And I like Unsubstantiate. I kind of like Bygone Bishop. We're on the play here. Appropriate mulligans coming up. I promise. I can't promise. I can't make that promise. So, bunch of new cards coming out, new spoilers. Fuck small talk. Real talk. Real talk. Difficult conversations. Question. I'm off the cuff right now, but I like to keep it rolling. There's a lot of benefits to the no edit style, and the waiting involved in Magic is the chance to talk, which I think is great. Had a question. Yo, Trav, how do you say real stuff without people getting mad or outraged? Um, and I have this book called Difficult Conversations, which I really recommend. It's really good. And there's a lot of techniques to saying things in a way that you're able to minimize the conflict and recognizing that like why arguments happen, the number one reason is you and I have different information. Um, and understanding that people have different information. They aren't wrong, they just have different info. They're correct with their info, for instance. So that's one little mini tip and I would recommend going into that whole book if that's what you're interested in. But the main thing is that um, conversations are going to be uncomfortable, and it's unavoidable. I mean, you can minimize. You could say nothing. The easiest thing is just to bail and say nothing, right? But the the best thing you can do is not let the difficulty of having a conversation prevent you from having it. This hand is better. It has a lot more of a chance. You can. It's difficult conversations are unavoidable, and people will be mad, and it's okay. So, I mean, that would be my tip: is just brace yourself and jump off the jump off the ledge. If anyone has better advice than that, feel free to throw it below. Remember, don't listen to noobs, myself included. But I think that I'm actually quite good at having difficult conversations at this point, because of all the coaching that I do. I manage people. I've hired and fired people this year. Um, I've made some big asks this year. Wanderer, Spirit, and we're going aggro. And we ever draw. Well, Elder Deep Fiend is kind of having some problems right now. We're multiple lands away from doing it, but if we ever do it, it's going to be hot. See if the opponent has Dramoka's command or something to, or Thalia's, whatever to wake up Lamble at Pacifist. If they don't wake it up, yeah, nice. Don't care. Long hair don't care. We drew a plane, so if we ever draw an island, we'll be able to make Deep Fiends and probably win fairly easily. We're currently winning the race, but that could change very quickly. Especially considering I let that thing flip. That was probably incorrect. I probably should have played Rattle Chains, but Rattle Chains will protect us from Reflector Mage, and that's a big deal. Tameo, jeez. This counters instants and sorceries, by the way. Let's see what this. I imagine it's gonna go for a -2. 4/4, just a big badass. Okay. Gonna go throw down a Rattle Chains, protect Selfless Spirit. If we rip off a blue source, we're probably just gonna win this easy with Elder Deep Fiend. But if we don't, we might just get slaughtered. It's one of those things. Come on, blue source. Spell Queller is not the worst thing that ever happened. I feel like we probably want to take out Tameo. And chip the turn. Letting the Butcher flip was super bad. Actually, I don't know that it was a mistake because we used Rattle Chains semi-effectively against Tameo. So, probably still a mistake. Not 100% clear. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The opponent is almost dead, though, is the thing. If we play Spell Queller and attack, then they're potentially just dead. If they play a spell, things will be easier for us. If they don't, then we've got to play around some bogusness, like Dramoka's command, Collected Company. Nice. 100% Spell Queller. So, we only need to draw an island or any spirit in order to win the game, because we have got a 9-point attack right now. That's like, seems like it's pretty good odds. Well, the opponent might have another land and Dramoka's command or something. Oh, kind of annoying. Alright, we draw a... Oh! What the fuck, deck? Fuck you. So how do we not die? Because we don't have quite enough. I want to keep creatures back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to keep back 2 creatures. Maybe I should have attacked with more. 3 fucking dead cards. Any spirit would have been 10. Any island would have, an island would cast the Deep Fiends. Blue, blue. Well, a lot of shit can go wrong now. Collected company. Come on, bricks. Brickalooya. Brickalooya. A lot can go wrong. Could have sacked Mausoleum Wanderer here. I don't really feel that that does too much. Okay, neither of those cards will save the opponent. It looks like we might win despite 3 dead Deep Fiends. I don't know how we lose, actually. It seems hard to die. I'm gonna block Rattle Chains on the Butcher, and we have Mausoleum Wanderer to counter something, and counter Dramoka's command. Opponent's at 4. Maybe I should have sacked Selfless Spirit there. Probably not. Okay, untap. Attack in the sky. With everybody. And we won a game. That has the deck has just not been has been pretty awkward, but here we are going to game 3. Other things going on. I talked before about this retreat in France or Italy next year, and that's a thing that's getting closer to being a reality. I'm working with the natural. They throw these on. I'm invited to the next one. Kind of a health retreat, really. And I'll mulligan this one. Throw back to game 1. This kind of sucks. I don't really want to go to 5 though. I think I'm gonna keep. We have a scry. We have 24 lands. I think it should be 25, or it's possible that we actually got unlucky. I'll keep this. It's not always wrong to blame luck just some of the time, because it's possible that you actually got unlucky, and if so, you don't want to change. So for instance, sometimes people will get mana flooded in game 1 and then cut a bunch of lands. We want to be able to identify if we actually played too many lands or just we're on the wrong side of variance. So it's good to make excuses, realistic excuses. What was the other thing? Yeah, so France, Italy. What I would be doing, some of you have seen my TEDx on going downstairs, talking about daily movement and talking about daily habits. That will be my focus if and when I'm involved in this. So game plan, apply pressure, and then stabilize with planar outburst. Are we going to be able to cast these things this game, one of these games? Is there a tireless tracker? I hope it's a Thalia. Okay, Thalia is annoying but beatable. Tireless tracker is a lot more annoying. So I think we want to go Bygone Bishop into Nebelgast Herald. Try to stabilize. We're still 2 lands away. And if the last two games are any indication, we will never ever get there. But again, like I think it's hard to know. So we're playing 24 lands. If we draw 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10 cards. Well, I've been keeping one landers as well. But if we draw 10 cards, we would expect to have 4 lands in there. So we would expect to have a fourth land. We would expect to have 5 lands if we're playing 24 in about 12 cards, 12 or 13 cards, I think. So we'll see. The opponent cracks the clue, which I think is good for us because it gives us more time. It seems to me that right now the biggest obstacle on our side is time. Because not we're not behind on board. I wouldn't necessarily say we're winning though. We are kind of pulling ahead based on for one drawing a land, and I'm gonna attack. So, I mean, if the opponent has Cocos, it's gonna make things a lot more complicated. What I'm thinking about doing is playing Rattle Chains and cracking a clue on this turn. I would like to get down Nebelgast Herald, tapping the Thalia, but I also we really want to hit our fifth land, and cracking a clue maximizes the chances of that happening. Um, so yes. Opponent, my bet is just not there. F6, buddy, because I don't think there's anything they can cast. Opponent's pretty slow. Um, I wish people communicated a little bit more on Magic Online. I understand why they don't. I used to not, but like it's very easy to just make someone wait for 5 minutes and then come back and forget that it's a human and not a robot you're playing against. I'm a big fan of saying, "Hey, I'll be back in 1 minute." So 14's a piece. We could pull ahead on the damage race by playing Nebelgast Herald. But we would I think I'm going to let that happen. We'll Nebelgast Herald next turn if we need to, but I would like to have the Herald post planar outburst if that ever happens. And again, we're actually more likely to planar outburst, I think, by using our rattle chains and then cracking a clue here, I think. Okay, hoping the opponent just adds a fuck ton of stuff to the table. Reflector Mage. Targeting Bygone Bishop. I'm going to throw down rattle chains. And I'm going to crack the clue first. Because if we draw our fifth land, we can just pick up our Bygone Bishop. We didn't. So I'm going to give the Bishop Hexproof. Opponent with only 3 cards left. See if they throw down like a Thalia's Lieutenant. Man, this match, if we never make to 5 mana in the match, again, is that we have to look at the stats to say whether that's unlucky or whether that's a misbuild. So let me know what you think. I'm thinking of going to 25. We could play like a blighted land to for value or a colorless land. Opponent, where are you at? Okay. And land. We did draw a land. It comes into play tapped though. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm really interested in not dying. So we could like hit for 6, and then take 6, and then outburst, and then try to pull ahead. This is a really hard attack. This is a really hard attack. Alternatively, we could sit back on D, and try to... I think I'm going to attack with the rattle chains, and then I'm going to go halfway. Throw the bishop in front of the reflector mage. And then probably not play anything on this turn. It's kind of a tempo black hole here. It depends how the opponent plays it. If they add nothing, we might be able to play around collected company. Basically, the last thing that I want to see is the opponent do nothing. Guys, you can't see, but there's a gaggle of high school kids walking by. Actually, I can't tell high schoolers from college students anymore. Fuck. Those could be 18-year-olds. A bunch of dudes with backpacks. Okay, Dramoka's command fighting. 6. That's really painful. I don't really want to spell queller it that bad. Although we could. Because I kind of do want to spell queller. Spell queller could turn out terribly. 6, 7. We could let it resolve and then go to Nebelgast. That might be better. Or we could let it resolve and take all of it. With the opponent at 10 right now. I think I'm going to let it resolve and then Nebelgast to prevent from dying so much. We'll see if the opponent might throw down a collected company. Coming down to the wire. This has been a good match, win or lose. Agree or disagree. Agree or disagree. Okay, beginning of combat. I'm going to throw down the Herald because I don't want to die. Actually, playing Herald might result in dying. Okay, it didn't. Tap the Reflector Mage. Yeah, if we play Outburst and the opponent plays Collected Company, that would be super bad for us. So I really want the opponent to add something here. Or to add something in combat. Nice. Collected Company. Awesome. We might take a beating with Thalia's Lieutenant. Oh, that's so good for us. Wow, that's so lucky. Is the opponent going to bounce our Herald back? Super good for us. Finally. So, I mean, okay, Rattle Chains is fine. So we got fucked over game 1 by not getting the land, but as a result, the opponent doesn't know that we play Planar Outburst. And we have 2, so we can even recover. All I need to do is not misclick. We started off the match with keeping an unplayable hand, or rather a not very good hand. Can you F6, bro? Opponent is very, very slow. Makes it harder to play against. Okay, cast. Leaving the opponent with just 1 card in hand and nothing in play. A life total 6 to 6. We're up on cards in hand. So I like our spot. Throbbing Inspector is sure. If the opponent adds too much here, we can outburst again. See if they add another card, I'll probably outburst them down to 0. If not, then we can go Bishop Rattle Chains is pretty good line. That gives us an extra clue as well. Alright, let's see if they have a last play here. Okay. Bygone Bishop. We could also keep up Spell Queller. I think it's probably better to keep up Spell Queller. Whatever, I'm greedy. I'm gonna go Bishop Rattle Chains. I'm not sure Spell Quellering is actually that important. I feel like it's not. I kind of want the extra card because I'm a big greed ball. See if there's an attack. 100% block. I'm not sure what that means. It's kind of a weird attack. Okay. So the opponent wants to trade. Is hoping to trade. Don't they know about this rattle chains? They should. They saw it. It's looking good for the home team. Opponent battle bait has disconnected. Wow, slow and nasty. It's possible that their internet just went at the worst time. I really doubt that. My advice to people who do this is you will never get to the Pro Tour with this attitude, wasting other people's time intentionally. If you're unintentionally wasting other people's time, you're probably not going to make it that far. But if you're intentionally wasting people's time, no one's going to help you. And help is how you get better. Help is how you get there. So, yeah. Deck is good though. You can tell the deck is good because it's tilting as fuck. You know a deck is good if opponents are disconnecting. So I hope you enjoyed this series. Give me a rank out of 10 for this. I feel like this is a average, not necessarily exceptional performance for me. So I would give it a 6 out of 10, maybe, based on the baseline being 5.5. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're having an awesome day. And I look forward to see you in the comments. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And I look forward to seeing you on my other channel, youtube.com/TravisWoo. And I hope that you learned something from this. If not one, maybe two, maybe even three things. Stay blessed, my friends. Much love.